let's talk about Bassface. You know it. It's that involuntary, deeply unflattering face bass players make when the groove gets really good.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
It's part squint or O-face, or that look you give when someone microwaved fish in the office. Some say it's what happens when bass players feel all the pain and joy of life at once. But the real question is, what is Bassface? Do you need one? And how do you do it without scaring people away?
I'm so scared right now, you shut up!
If you're new here, I'm Savage Fridays. I vlog about playing the bass, bass pedals, gear, and so much more. If that sounds fun to you, be sure to subscribe so I can keep making content like this. All right, let's break down the history, the legends, and the dark art of the Bassface. So what is Bassface? It is a reflex. It's an emotional support set of facial expressions. Sometimes I use Bassface to signal something to the drummer that a big change is about to happen, or I'm gonna do some trick and he should pay attention and follow me.
Following the leader, the leader, the leader.
Other times, I don't even know it's happening, and you guys tell me in the comments I'm making Bassface. I'm not the only one doing Bassface. All of our bass legends and heroes are doing them. Here's Flea. Doing some really strong Bassface. He looks like he's straining himself or fighting something off. Okay, here's Victor Wooten looking like he is praying to something greater than himself. He's sweating, the mouth is open, and Bassface is fully activated. With Bassface, your brain is telling you to focus on the groove, but your face is like, bro, no.
Absolutely not. Not me. Certainly not I.
I have other things I need to express.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Bassface isn't really a science thing. It's more like an anthropology thing. Across cultures and genres, musicians exhibit the same phenomenon. The moment the groove gets heavy, the face abandons all social norms. Historians believe Bassface started as a way to intimidate rival rhythm sections. Others think it was a warning signal, as in, I'm about to play something disgusting.
Brace yourself, Doctor.
Modern researchers have shifted theories. Some say Bassface is simply the musician's body attempting to process low frequencies using whatever muscles are available, even if those muscles are best used for chewing or do nothing at all. And yes, the debate continues on whether Bassface improves groove accuracy or absolutely ruins it. The answer is probably both. Here's what Scott's Bass Lessons has to say about Bassface.
It does add tension to your whole body and take energy and focus away from the task at hand.
I think that it's actually tied in with your breath, and it's something that I've considered paying more attention to, making sure that my breathing's really relaxed as I'm playing, and maybe that is
100%.
Like, disconnecting the Bassface. Yeah, because I'm really bad for it. I'm like, oh.
These guys are so 21st century, focused on breath work and breathing while playing bass. I don't think Scott nor Ian nor their guests ever have Bassface, and good for you guys. You've graduated, you've trained it out. Others like us, it's impossible. Because Bassface is part instinct, it's part muscle tension, and it's part, I forgot the camera was on or that there's even an audience there. The more you know, symbol. Let's get into the history of Bassface. Where did this begin? I'm going back to the early bass guitar legends, and I'm gonna see if I can trace it forward. Starting with the godfather of modern bass guitar, James Jamerson of the Motown era. Look at him, he's so serious. His mouth is closed. He's just looking at the bass, at the hook. His hand is he even looking at the bass or looking at the floor. Zero Bassface coming off James Jamerson, playing those impossibly hard lines, those Motown lines. Bassface did not start in the 1960s with James Jamerson. All right, jumping over to Paul McCartney of the Beatles, who played bass most of the time. Here's Paul on the famous rooftop concert, strumming away in his Hofner, and he's got a little bit of open mouth Bassface. He's doing a little with the O. He's got a head shag going on. There's some early signs of Bassface forming on the rooftop of Abbey Road Studios in London. This was the late 60s. This was the Beatles' last live show together. So we have landed Bassface in a point in time, but I wouldn't say that's full. I think that's early beginnings. Next up is Bootsy Collins in the 1970s, who might be the king of funk face. His eyes are wide, his mouth can twist. That's what she said. His eyebrows do choreography. I think the funk era is when the bass face really was formed. If you need 70s bass face energy, he's your #1 draft pick. Okay, let's watch him doing this bass solo. The head's going back. The bass face is kind of cool right now, but the bass is a star, headstock, and body shape. That's a video for another time. This guy in the background's wearing Flintstones underwear. Here's a more modern Bootsy cut of him playing in his really cool studio, and there he goes. He's just like kind of smiling, kind of holding, like kind of taking in the air, bass face. There's a disco ball and the light, DJ light. Look at this GoPro. There he goes. Look at that face. There he goes. There he goes. Bootsy Collins, maybe the father of, all right, we're maybe the king of funk face. I'm gonna pick things up with Red Hot Chili Peppers' Flea because he had a heavy hand in the building of the instrument of bass face. Here comes Flea. Okay, he's doing a little dance first. Maybe I should do that in another video where we learn how to dance and play the bass. And there he goes. There he goes. He's like serious. He's doing this. He's squinting. He's doing the eye chart at the DMV, and then he's just off to the races with that chicken plucking bass slap funk style. You know, Flea came on the scene in the mid 80s to the late 80s, and then of course the Chili Peppers really rose to the top of the rock funk kingdom in the 90s forward. But he is undeniably gold medaling at Stankface. Continuing across time and space, let's jump to some YouTube heroes who play bass. Are you guys into the bass community as hard as I am? I am just loving hanging out on the live streams and in the comments on all the bass players of YouTube. I came across Mr. Bassface. Who is this man? I want to know him. I want to interview him. I want to hang out with him because he is taking Bassface to a new level. This is a man who's dedicating his whole channel and brand to the Bassface. And look, he's giving you that like, oh, that's gross face. Ooh, you're being mean. Like, don't be mean to my son. Oh, nasty. That looks like there's a smell. And it's just like, I'm not having it. Gross face. And I love Mr. Bassface just being full on with this face. Nothing's affecting this guy's breathing or playing, so I'm all for it. If Flea was gold medal, I mean, this guy just won like the whole Olympics, all the medals, and like the X Games of Bassface. And now on to a current example of some of the most amazing Bassface taken to new heights. She is the godmother of all of our bass faces, Este Haim from the LA rock band Haim. She looks like she's screaming. A horror movie's going on. There's some really fun clips on the internet of people actually putting the sound effects to her faces, and it works. Is it my mom's yelling at me to do stuff face, or I'm fighting a really big yawn right there? Is she yawning? Is she fighting a big yawn? No, this is her bass face. This is her pure expression of bringing the funk and the groove and the pocket of her song. Down in the comments of Haim's Glastonbury silent video, there are plenty of requests on what to do with this, so let's hit them. First up is, please sync this to death metal. No problem. Somehow that worked. The next commenter said, someone please edit this with sound effects. This also works extremely well. You commenters know what you want in this bass community. Keep them coming. Okay, here is the big question. Do you need bass face? You don't need it. You can absolutely groove with a neutral, polite, HR-approved expression like Nathan East. So does bass face get in the way of your playing? I don't think so, but Scott's Bass Lessons thinks it can kill the groove. For me, bass face shows up when I stop performing for the room and start performing for the groove from the inside. So you don't need it, but if it happens, nice work.
Thank you. Nice job, Kermit. Thank you. Nice job, Kermit. Thank you.
Let's talk about how to make Bassface. Here's your unofficial beginner's guide. Step 1, play a nasty groove, like actually nasty. Step 2, imagine someone just microwaved fish behind you. Step 3, add in the I'm trying to do my taxes without a calculator squint. Step 4, let your jaw unhinge slightly, like you're asking yourself, did I do that? Oh no. Oh yes. Step 5, fully surrender to the moment. If you look ridiculous, you're doing it right. We salute you, Este Haim. Okay, now that you know how to make a bass face, let's put the theory into practice.
Two hours later.
Savage, we gotta move on.
There you have it, the unofficial guide to Bassface. This was completely unnecessary, but somehow essential. Thank you to those in the comments who made the request. Drop a comment below if you think Bassface is ridiculous or essential. Tune in next Friday for more videos about bass or whatever weird ideas and cover songs are floating around in my head and in the comments. And hit subscribe if you want more of this each week.